the 5 or 6 things that a Vaishnav shouldn't do while doing a part. Does it ring a bell?
Commentaries are made to be read.
Is there an alternative way performing Yamuna Pujan without polluting Shri Yamuna ji?
गीति शीघ्री शिरः कंपी तथा लिखितपाठकः अनर्थः अल्पकण्ठश्च षडेदे पाठकादमः.
Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Welcome to Episodes of Grace. We are here for a special occasion. We are taking Q&As. You have sent us a lot of questions in comments and it's time for us to address them. So today, me, Aditya Shastri, your host, along with the founder of Episodes of Grace, Goswami, Śrī Anugrahkumarji Mahodayshree, Pujya JJ, is going to answer these questions. Dandavat Pranam JJ.
Namaskar Shastri.
The first question has come from Aditi Agarwala. She's expecting us to explain the difference between Shuddha Advait, Vishishta Advait, Advait. What are these different kinds of Vedanta that exist? If she can throw some light on it.
Very nice question. See, first of all, we'll try to understand what is Sampradaya, what is Advait, what is Marg, and what is Hindu Sanatan Sanskriti. As we've talked about it in the previous podcast, Hindu Sanatan Sanskriti or Hindu Dharma, we can say, is a highway. All of the margs are the main roads, and further divided into crossroads are all of the Sampradayas. So, whole big highway is our Hindu Sanskriti, under which all of them fall. Our main road is Bhakti Marg. That is further divided into Vishishtadvait, Dvaitadvait and Shuddhadvait. That is Ramanuj Mat, Nimbark Mat and Vallabh Mat, and also Madhva Mat. Vishishtadvait, Kevaladvait, Dvaitadvait and Shuddhadvait. These four are the Bhakti Marg sects. That is Ramanuj, Nimbark, Madhva and Vallabh. These four are a bit similar, but the main thing that differs is Bhakti Marg and Gyan Marg. So Gyan Marg has a branch that is Advait, that is whose main former Sansthapak or the pioneer saint of the Sampradaya is Shankaracharya. Whereas these Bhakti Margs, all of the four have Shri Ramanujacharya, Shri Nimbarkacharya, Shri Madhavacharya and Shri Vallabhacharya or Vishnu Swami. These four are the Bhakti Marg, but from Gyan Marg, all of these four differ exactly from the Gyan Marg. Now the difference between both of these, Bhakti Marg and Gyan Marg, is the one that we are trying to understand. Gyan Marg mainly focuses on only scriptures, only Vedas, but Bhakti Marg, it depends. See, I will not tell that it does not depend on Vedas. It mainly depends on Vedas, but it also has an aspect of bhavana, that is love towards Thakurji or the deities. Whereas in Shankar Mat, their philosophy states that Brahma or the supreme power is Nirakar. It does not have any form of attention, or there's no way you can see him. Whereas in Bhakti Marg, all of these four sampradayas, they do have Swarup Seva. That is, there's an idol which you serve and you love that idol. Whereas, as in me being from Shuddhadvait, from Shri Vallabhacharyaji's Sampradaya, I accept, as I have, from generations I've accepted Swarupa Seva. I think that loving a thing that has no form is impossible. You cannot love or you cannot devote to something that is
Formless.
But you can devote to something that is formed. So the difference is only Gyan and Gyan with Bhakti. So Shri Vallabhacharya ji, all of the Bhakti marks except Gyan with Bhakti.
Perfect. And there will be some philosophical differences amongst themselves.
Yeah, that is the reason. See, Advaitas are different philosophies. All of them differ from all of them. All of them are different. Accepting whichever you like is your choice.
Perfect. So there is openness. And for Vaishnavas, if they want to understand Mahaprabhuji better, they should land up studying Shuddhadvait.
Yeah, they should indulge in knowledge of Shuddhadvait, of Pushtimarg, what is it, into deeper.
Perfect. The next question is from Mrugesh ji. What he's asking, a question in migration to Nathdwara. So Srinath ji might have moved, Srinath ji definitely moved from Vraj Mandal to Nathdwara. Were there any botherations or obstacles by the then Mughal kingdoms or kings at that time?
Yes, at that time there was too much of harassment from the Mughal kings, specifically Aurangzeb. We do have many Varta prasangs that include Aurangzeb. श्रीजी बाबा इमने औरंगजेब पर कृपा भी करी है.
Sure.
तो ये जो see one thing is once you start harassing, also at that time Thakur ji is showering his grace upon you. That is such a nice thing about Shri Krishna, Shri Govardhan ji, Shri Baba. So yes, there were many harassments from the Mughal kings, or also there was from the Lodi dynasty. We get a prasang where that on Vishram Ghat there was a machine put, yantra put, through which all of that was removed, and there was a lot of things that there was a barrier at that time that prevented Shriji Baba from reaching Nathdwara, but Shriji Baba એમના મનના રાજા છે, એમને જે ગમે બધું થાય છે.
Of course. Nathona Nath.
And also see, Pushtimarg's main philosophy is based on Hari Sarvam Nijachata Karishyati. Whatever Thakurji wishes is to be happening in this world. Yeah. And that should be accepted by all of us.
To elaborate on the atrocities that went by, there have been many sultans, many pathans, and many subedars who were responsible for initiating an attack. One of such incidents is there in Srinathji's Pragatya Varta, where a huge group of army comes and they wanted to attack the entire troop of Srinathji, including the acharyas, the sevakgan and everyone. And I'm certain Shri is also aware of this. The minute they come closer, they actually cannot see the Rath of Srinathji. It actually looks like a mountain to them. And later on, they all get scared because there's a lion or a tiger coming by and they hear the roar of it and they're just too scared. And these thousands of soldiers just run away. So, after all, Thakurji knows how to protect himself.
Exactly.
And multiple times it has been, as Shri said, that કેટલી પણ વાર અટેક કરે પણ સમજતા જ ન હોય કે
કોણ છે મારી સામે.
Exactly. And still Thakurji does grace on Aurangzeb, which is a big thing altogether. One interesting question that has come from Prem Gajaria ji. He's asking, which are the avatar of Vishnu?
Okay, so specifically we also talked about it in the first podcast that we previously discussed upon. Vishnu, see, mainly in Bhagavad Ji, we get the one of 24. There are Anand avatars.
That's true.
But mainly in Bhagavad Ji, we get specifications of 24 avatars. And also from which 10 are most focused upon. Matsya, Kurma, Vara, Narsingh, Vaman, Ram, Krishna, Parshuram, Buddha and Kalki.
Correct.
These are the 10 avatars that are mainly focused upon. Also, 24 include Sanat Kumar, then you include Vyasji, Naradji, Nar Narayan, Kapil Muni, then many, Raja Prathu.
Yeah.
All of them are from 24 avatars. Mainly are focused upon 10. But in Pushtimarg, all of us believe all of these are Krishna's avatars. Because Krishna is the former from which all of it has come out or all of it is produced.
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Correct.
Krishnat Param Nasi Devam, because Krishna is everything. Parabrahma to Krishna, he is the supreme power.
Perfect.
Everything is below him.
Correct. And in Pushtimarg we have affinity towards those four. Out of the...
Four are mainly, in Pushtimarg are mainly focused upon Ram, Krishna, Vaman and Narsingh. Because all of four are related to Pushtimarg, all of them have done some Pushti Karya. So that is the reason, because they have done their Pushti Karya in their era, that is the reason they are accepted in Pushtimarg.
Fantastic. So there's a connecting question, because in the first podcast we also spoke about Shri Thakurji lifting the Govardhan Parvat. And I'm certain Shri Shukdevji Maharaj has done a certain format of description about certain avatars. But here, the Vaishnav, his name is Pratham Mehta. What he's trying to say that does Krishnadas ji get a darshan of Indraman Bhang Leela in the Kirtan Jai Jai Lal Govardhanadhari, where he's talking about Vamabhuja Rakhyo Giri Nayak? What he's trying to say, is there a more deeper or a good darshan that Shri Krishnadas ji has done in comparison to what Shukdev ji has mentioned?
See, Kirtan is a very detailed form of Leela, whereas Bhagavad ji does have, Shukdev ji has proclaimed some of the Leelas, but in a short form. Whereas Kirtan is a very detailed concept. Shri Goswami ji says, Kirtan ko apne पांचवों वेद मानने में आया है. Kirtan is the 5th Ved that is accepted in Pushtimarg, because it has most minute details ever possible in Prabhu's Leela, because a Anubhav Nivani Chai, it is a text that is written after an experience. All of these Ashtasakhas have done literal darshan of Thakurji and then have written all of these Kirtans. That is the reason anything in Kirtan is always right. And of course, Kirtan does have a good bhavana. Behind actual words, there is something different that is kept out.
Right. So, your Krishnadas ji would have been blessed with that divine observation to see what even Shukdev ji Maharaj couldn't have seen it. Fair. Next question is from Pooja Shah, and she's trying to ask, I'm curious to know more about Kalpa, Avatar. How did Shvetavara Kalpa start? What Kalpa was there before that? Would you please explain the timelines of Avatar and the sequence of Kalpa?
So the Kalpa theory, whole Kala Chakra, is a very detailed form. Like, first of all, you have Sat, Treta, Dwapar, Kalyug. 4 of these Kalp, they form a Mahayug. And then further into Kalpa, Shvetavaraha Kalpa. That is right now going on. Then you have Manvantar. Then you have different whole timelines, Kal Chakra. And I would request Shastri to address this question. He would love to do it.
See, first things first, in order to understand this question, you'll have to read Srimad Bhagavad Ji. And not just Srimad Bhagavad Ji, you can refer to any Puran, because there's one similarity in terms of Kala Chakra. You can read Vishnu Puran, you can read Matsya Puran, you can read Bhagavad Ji. You will understand that right from a smallest timeline till a maximum one, it has been prescribed in these. So it might be the Yuga, Mahayuga, Manvantar, Kalpa, and the sequence that you are asking for, whether Shvetvara came first or Saraswat came first, you'll be surprised to hear there is a list of 30 Kalpa names which have been here. However, the flow of it has not been prescribed. So, in case if you also get an answer, I'll be excited to hear from you. The next question is from, wow, I love some unique usernames we have on YouTube. It's by KaviJos5846. Nice username. Why did Mahaprabhuji, it's an interesting question, JJ. I think this is from our episode on Shri Yamuna Maharani ji. It talks about why did Mahaprabhuji selected Shri Yamuna ji instead of any other river as connector with Thakur ji. Yamuna ji is, as explained, daughter of Sun and Sagnya. I think they meant Sangnya, but yeah, her brothers are Yama and Shani. Given her association already, what drew her to Thakurji?
So connection of Shri Yamuna with Shri Thakurji is from a very long time. So she is a part of Nitya Leela, whereas no other rivers are. Shri Mahaprabhuji, he states in Shri Yamnashtakam, Yaya Charana Padmaja Muradipo Priyam Bhavoka Samagamanato Bhavat Sagala Siddhida Sevatam. Also different rivers like Shri Ganga ji, it's only because of Shri Yamuna ji, Yaya Charana Padmaja Muradipo Priyam Bhavoka, because she is connected to Shri Yamuna ji in the Triveni Sangam, that is the reason Shri Ganga ji is also loved by Shri Thakur ji.
Correct.
Because she is in contact with Shri Yamuna ji.
Right.
Shri Yamuna ji, she is Mukunda Rati Vardhini.
Yeah.
Also, one of her siddhis from the Ashta Siddhi, it includes Bhagavad Sambandha Sampadakatvam. She develops a connection between a Jeev and a Thakur ji. Because she is Mukunda Rati Vardhini. She is the one who, increases bhavana in a Jeev towards Thakur ji.
Right.
And she is the only fortunate one who has got the chance to be in Nitya Leela and on also this Bhumital. See, we get a shloka in Yamnastak that says, Kalindagiri mastake padadamanda purodjala vilasagamanollasat prakataganda shailonnata sagoshagati dantura samadirudu dolottama mukundarati vardini jayati padmabandhosata. The shloka says, she's falling at the fastest speed from the Kalinda Parvat and then lands upon the Bhumital or this earth surface, and then she goes like slowly dancing towards Shri Thakurji, and once she reaches Vraj, she becomes very slow, and that is the state that is called as Mukundarati Vardini.
Perfect.
Before that, she is Dolottama, and before that, Shri Goswami states, Phenena Agacchati, that once she falls, all of it, the bubbles that are formed, from that she looks like she is very ujjwal or bright.
Yes.
So as slowly she calms down and then becomes Mukundarati Vardini, because she is the one who fosters or who develops love for Thakurji in a Jeev's heart.
So it's crucial for Vaishnavas to actually read the commentary of Shri Amnashtakam from...
Too much. Commentaries are made to be read. They're not just made to be, just kept like that, because today's Vaishnavas, they don't understand that we should be also reading commentaries after Granths.
Correct. Because without Shri Goswami Ji's point of view or Shri Hari Ji's point of view, it's just impossible to understand Mahaprabhu Ji's Vani.
Exactly. And also see, because this topic is on Yamuna Ji. Why only Yamuna Ji? Because Yamuna Ji is so great. Shri Goswami Ji, he states, because Sajatiya Dharmatvat, again in his commentary, that all of these three, Shri Mahaprabhu Ji, Shri Yamuna Ji and Shri Thakur Ji, all of these, the three of them have same dharmas, same duties. Three of them possess the same duties. And because three of them possess the same duties, Shri Mahaprabhu Ji is saying Namami, because Namanameva Kartavyam, there's nothing else we can do except bowing down in front of her.
That's true.
So that is the reason Shri Mahaprabhu Ji starts with Namami.
In Yamnashtakam.
Exactly. So, and also, before Shri Goswami Ji starts with his commentary, first of all, he seeks Shri Mahaprabhu Ji's kripa. Vishwadhararthameva avirbhuta vrindavana priya kripayantu tata charanamai vittale. That if Shri Mahaprabhu Ji graces upon me, only then I'll be able to produce this commentary, write down this commentary.
That's true.
So, all of these three have their same duties, and that is the reason Shri Yamuna Ji is, prioritized in Pushtimarg.
Correct. And somewhere over here, I feel the person who's asking this question needs to understand the difference between Adibhautik,
Adhyatmik and Adidevik.
Adhyatmik and Adidevik. The question that has come is more on the Adidevik side, where they are establishing the relationship between Surya Patni, and then Yama and Shani. Whereas we are going a step beyond, where we are relating the Adhyatma side and Shri Yamuna Ji's relation to Thakurji, which has ever existed before as well. Before taking the form in the terms of the labels of a daughter and a sister, she's always been in the Nitya Lok of Shri Thakurji.
Yes.
So this is something that they should definitely understand over here. JJ, there's one interesting one. It might click upstream mentioning about the 5 or 6 things that a Vaishnav shouldn't do while doing a part. Does it ring a bell?
Yeah, so I do remember a shlok from Paniniya Shiksha that says, Giti Shigri Shirhakampi Tatha Likhita Pathakaha Anarthaha Alpakanthascha Shadede Pathakadamaha. You Gayan Vadati Sa Giti. Singing. The way you sing and recite is prohibited. Shigri means fast. Shirhakampi, like, you bow down your heads again and again and just move your head and do that. That does not work at all. That is prohibited. Tatha likhita pathakaha. Like, you write and say, write and recite. That is also not allowed. Anarthaha, you don't know the meaning and you recite the shloka, that is counted as failure. That is not...
Futile, yes.
Exactly. Alpakanthascha, you pronounce it very slowly. That is also not counted. Shadete pathakadama. So, Shadete pathakadama. These 6 types of reciting are counted as the worst recitings.
Correct. So, it has nothing specifically to do with any acharya or someone. It's just a practice which is being followed by anyone who has studied grammar.
Yeah, and Paniniya being the former saint or the former rishi who has, captured the whole aspect of Vyakaran in Sanskrit.
Yes.
That has started with Ashtadhyayi and gradually, filtered up and now has ended up in Varadaraj Bhattacharya's Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. from Siddhanta Kaumudi to Madhya Siddhanta Kaumudi, then again Laghu Siddhanta Kaumudi. All of it, the person who has started Vyakaran. And let me tell you one interesting thing. In Sanskrit Vyakaran, it is said that Shabd pehla aave and Vyakaran pachi aave in Sanskrit. Words were formed before Vyakaran and then the whole grammar was formed.
Grammar was formed, yes.
The rest all of the languages, grammar is formed first and then the words are put on.
Right.
Whereas in Sanskrit, words were first and then was the grammar.
Correct.
So the person who has captured grammar in such an excellent way has said this in his Shiksha, that these 6 ways reciting a prayer should be prohibited.
Perfect. Next question, JJ, is a lot more good in nature. I think the question is from Tushar Vani. Yeah, and he is mentioning about the shlok that Apshri had mentioned during filling of Shri Jhariji.
Okay.
And that person
Priya
is...
Radhishta Maharam.
Correct. And that person is expecting us to explain the bhav behind the qualities of Yamuna-ji, Jhariji, and why Shri Radhaji mentioned in that particular shlok.
Okay, so this question, I believe, the nearest Vallabh Kul Balak, that is, je Biraj Tamari Aju Baju, you can just go there and ask him personally, because, if I start expressing all of the Pushtimarg things on camera or on
Public forum.
on public places, I think that will not work as good as if you go and ask a Vallabh Kul Acharya and he might personally guide you.
Right. So this is a good bhav shouldn't be explored much in public.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is the main reason I'm not doing it right now. So we can just go further.
Sure. So I hope Vaishnavs, you can keep this in mind. In case if you have such in-depth conversation about a swaroop or a bhavana, what you can do is you can simply request a Vallabh Kul Acharya when you meet them in person and give them context as to why are you asking this question. It's a good learning that JJ has given us over here. Wow. Logical question. Akash Patwaji is stating that visiting Yamunaji involves performing Yamuna Pujan. Is there an alternative way performing Yamuna Pujan without polluting Shri Yamunaji?
Okay, so polluting is not caused by pujan, it is caused by the factories and all of that mess stuff that is happening over there.
Yeah.
So, see, offering 4 or 5 flowers is not a way of polluting Shri Yamunaji.
Not at all.
And that is a way of performing seva, the performing puja. And Yamunaji, which Pushtimarg Chaturth Priya as we say, is also a Tirtha Kshetra. So performing puja is a must, and being Mukundarati Vardhini, she is the one who has helped us foster love for Shri Thakurji. So it is our duty to do pujan, and see, pujan does not include too much. It includes little bit of kanku, akshat, malaji,
Yeah.
and whatever little bit you offer sari and everything. And that sari is also be kept on the ghat and not in the
river yes.
itself. So there's no chance you're polluting Shri Yamunaji by doing some pujan, unless and until you come up with barrels and barrels of flowers and you just put it over there. You just have to offer 2-3 flowers with your full heart into Shri Yamunaji.
It's never about the quantity, it's always about the quality of things that we do. And
Exactly.
just to give you a perspective, Akashji, you can read the statistics which are going out for Yamuna cleaning abhiyan. Industrial waste is the main cause, as JJ has also explained over here. It's not the religious dump that is going inside. So please change your mindset about it. Next is Sheetal Patel ji asking, JJ, please solve my query that in Vaishnav Sampradaya, why women do not put tilak?
Okay, so it is like why women do not put tilak in Vaishnav Sampradaya. Some things are assigned to some people only. It is like why men don't wear sari and go to seva. You understand?
Sure.
So some things are assigned to some people. It is like, see, men do not do only tiki in Vaishnav Sampradaya. It is always a tilak. So some things that are assigned to some level or some people has to be stayed till there.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with discrimination.
No, nothing to do with discrimination.
Yeah, it's like Shakti is represent in the form of a tiki. Now, you can take this Shakti in whichever format you like. If you are a Mataji Sevak, then you can take it in the form of Shakti. You are a Vaishnav, you can even consider this on behalf of the gopis that are there, right? So, I don't see a reason why a small circular motion tilak is going to be a problem. Yeah, the Charnarvind part of it has been prescribed for males, as JJ has mentioned over here. This has nothing to do with the differentiation factor over here. So please don't feel discriminated. Next one is, one question is said that, the question is by Sachi Priya Das. One question, it is said that Srinathji was worshipped by Madhavendra before Shri Mahaprabhuji. Well, that is actually... sorry, Jeja, I'm just going to directly answer this question. You can read Srinathji's Pragatya Varta directly yourself. Shri Thakurji... Madhavendra Puri himself goes to serve Shri Thakurji. Thakurji states that when Mahaprabhuji will start my seva, at that time come and have this conversation. And somewhere if you read history, you will realize there's a connection between Madhavendra Puriji and Shri Mahaprabhuji as well. So the question itself is not making sense. You can read more in Srinathji's Pragatya Varta. However, there's one question for JJ, and I love this question. I think there should be a separate podcast on it, but still I would like JJ to answer this question. It's Shakshi Dhruve who is asking this question. What are the rules we should follow, and what should be our daily routine?
Okay, so this is a very detailed topic. I'll just cut it short.
Yeah.
What are the rules we should follow? Anything that is taught by Shri Mahaprabhuji, anything that is written by Shri Mahaprabhuji is to be followed in life. And if you want to know more, you can just read Siddhanta Rasa. It has all of the set of rules that a Pushtimarg Vaishnava should follow. What should be our daily routine? Whatever that Agya is, you can follow your life according to that. And the main aspect, main thing all of you should include in your daily life is Bhagavad Seva.
Perfect. So I think in a nutshell, this is the best answer that one can receive. But JJ, would Apshi be open to do a proper podcast only for this particular topic?
Yes, we will, sure, why not?
Okay, perfect. So yeah, these are certain questions that we have received from your end. We're going to take a leap of pause over here because we've got these questions and we've answered them. We're hoping to get more questions from your end. So feel free to rush in your comment section, ask your questions. We'll be more than happy to filter them out and answer these questions in this particular format. Thank you, JJ, for answering these questions. Looking forward to the next episode.